All right, let's get to our WrestleMania preview.
Finally, let's go.
Finally. So here's what we're thinking, everybody. We're gonna we are gonna pick every match, and we'll keep a track of it, and we'll see if Nick can regain his crown after he beat us both at Elimination
Yeah,
Chamber.
well, the Elimination Chamber, there's 5 matches. I now have to do 13.
Yeah, I
So,
know it's a lot. It's a lot. And we'll talk about a few of them, but I think the primary goal is to pretty much pick the matches here.
No, we're gonna talk about all of them.
We're gonna talk about all of them in depth.
2-hour
zero. Pick
Yes.
zero. No picks.
No picks. Okay.
Actually, we're just gonna show video packages for the rest of us.
That's just the rest of the episode. It's just a video package of us.
Not even
it's
like it shows the match.
I'm
WrestleMania.
holding up my phone,
Rhea
showing
Ripley
the video package.
versus Bianca versus Io Sky, and then it just shows my face, and I'm like, Io.
Yeah.
And then we do that over and over and over.
Oh,
again, all 3 of them.
Perfect.
Takes an hour and 45 minutes.
It might. This might too.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously we're going to start with night 1, and I'm just going to go straight down the card, and I will keep track of what everybody chooses so we have it.
And like a spreadsheet. Love spreadsheet.
And like a spreadsheet, man. Is that wild or what?
Ooh.
So the first match that we have is the World Tag Team Championship, which is the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Greg, who do you got?
Well, I'm pretty sure New Day turned heel about 4 months ago. They were getting booed out of each arena. Then it cooled off. Now it's picking back up. Put the belts on heel New Day. New Day. By $1 million.
Okay. Nick, what are you thinking?
When they were the Vikings and like Eric got hurt and they were like, oh, Ivar, go do some stuff in NXT. He would like show up like not as a Viking for some reason. And he was wearing these really tight pants. Like he was trying to look drippy as hell. And like, you can't do that, man. You're way too big. So the New Day.
I love how that's part of your prediction. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up.
At some point in 2024, Ivar wore skinny jeans. New Day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you know what? I'm not even gonna bother topping that. Same. New Day. Nick, you win. All right, second match on night 1 will be Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, which I believe, unless we're not sure, but I believe it's Chad Gable, if rumors are true. Nick,
Really?
who are you going with?
Well, I love El Grande Americano in this one. Although, yeah, I mean, look, what was the whole point? He like went off into Lucha Land to learn Lucha Libre so they could set up this WrestleMania match. Like,
yeah,
the whole thing is insanely ridiculous. Look, they've been playing up this plate in the mask, and it's got to backfire in some way. His identity's got to be revealed, but I don't know. I just want to see Chad Gable get a dub.
That would be nice.
Well, I mean, if we're really looking at this, Chad Gable, back about 5 years ago, had a gimmick known as Shorty G. Whereas if I go back about 25 years ago, Rey Mysterio looked droopy as hell in the Filthy Animals. So for that reason, I'm going Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Who had the best past drip? Is how we pick these matches.
That's past strip is very important. Jericho with the past strip with that shiny coat, jacket, shirt, whatever you want to call it.
That's why he's got to come back.
That's why he's got to come back. Greg loves this. He freaking loves this today. I'm going Rey Mysterio because I just don't see how he loses at WrestleMania. Ow. Okay. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Grudge match. Who you got?
Oh my goodness. If I go against Jade Cargill, what kind of person would I be? I didn't say.
Oh. There it is, folks.
She's got her mama's drip, but she. Dude.
Imagine if that's what Steven Tyler actually sang, is that she's got her mama's drip.
So, I mean, we've talked about this. This is chapter 1 of the novel right here. Jade Cargill gets a dominant victory over Naomi, but this is not the end of the story. We're going to see some things unfolding coming out of Mania. But for right now, Jade Cargill stands tall. She says a storm is coming. She laughs, kind of condescending. It's going to be great.
Do you think Naomi's going to have like a new entrance or theme, or has she come out with a new entrance or theme since she started this caution tape thing?
I think it's just
It's a construction truck backing up.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
I got to go with Jade also. They're trying to build her heavy. She needs a nice WrestleMania win. I mean, they had the win last year where it was the three of them together, but I don't know. It depends who they're trying to build up. Do they need Naomi as a heel more to push the story forward, or Jade winning? I think Jade winning pushes the story forward more to the eventual Bianca and Jade clash.
Like you just said, Nick, I think Jade winning gets us to the feud that they really want to hone in on, which is Jade versus Bianca. I see absolutely no way that Jade loses this match at all. So I'm going Jade.
I would say this is going to be the closest thing we get to a squash match all weekend.
I think you're right. Unless, Marty Jannetty does come out and they just book him real strong. Like real
Just
strong.
backs into somebody.
Like he's just backing
that's
in.
the finisher.
He's got the Rikishi ass thing as his finisher, and he's
just goes over Randy Orton in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah. He reverses the RKO into some ridiculous, I don't even know what, package pile driver. Anyway, U.S. title match. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. Look at this guy go. I mean, he put the glasses on and gyrated. I don't know what he's thinking.
That's what's going on inside when I think about how to pick this match.
Okay.
I'm torn up.
Too pretty.
Torn.
I'm torn up. Do we go with everybody's favorite or everybody's favorite? This is the hardest match in the world to pick. I want them both to win. But, LA Knight's first run and it was relatively lackluster. I would love to see him move on to something else. Hopefully coming up with Jacob Fatu win it,
Okay.
So the answer is Fatu.
Yes, he did. And also, he's never really had to go be booked against somebody who just has the no sell move. So because Fatu can no sell stuff, he's gonna just win.
He's gonna. How could he lose if he's just gonna no sell everything?
How can you lose if you're relatively early in your career? You've been granted the superpower to no sell stuff.
He's definitely got it, and all he's got to do is just gyrate around.
Rob, who are you going with?
Oh, I'm going again. I don't think this is going to be close. I mean, that sounds stupid, but I think Fatu wins. I just don't think there's any way LA Knight goes over. And I love LA Knight. And I think Greg's shaking his head, looking at me. I think he might be picking LA Knight, maybe. But I would love to see LA Knight win. But if this leads him to bigger and better things, then I'm all for it. Fatu. What you got, Greg?
A Knight. I think we're looking at some Sikoa interference on this.
Oh, we're going that. Why does FB Greg have to show up all the time and with these ideas?
Fantasy
They're
booking.
so hard to refute.
I think we're seeing LA Knight hold on to it, with everybody saying
Samoan
peanut butter jelly.
That would be a good way to get Solo Sikoa into WrestleMania because his stock has plummeted worse than the Dow Jones did last week, right? Like this was
Topical.
topical.
Very topical.
His stock is low, so I think he needs something to get himself back going
Would
again.
you say it's so low?
Nick, you threw that out there.
You did
That
it.
was good. That was good. I would say it's so low.
But I mean, just like the Dow Jones, all we need is
A bounce
an
back.
authority figure to say, "Hey, stay calm. Buy this because it's so low."
The authority figure could be like Hornswoggle or anybody.
Any authority.
Any authority figure. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Next match. Now this I think is going to be better than, I mean, it's definitely going to be better than what we thought it was going to be probably 2 weeks ago. And this is the WWE Women's Title match. Champion Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Is it Tiffy time, Nick?
Oh. This, I wonder if the disarray has changed even like where this was going to go. This is like the third most interesting match because of the debacle of the promo, and people have not stopped talking about it. On the spot, geez, I mean, I want Tiffany to win, obviously. I have to pick.
You got to pick, dude.
This is a hard. This is a hard
It
one.
is.
This is a hard one because of the just how what a debacle those promos were. I feel like I'm going Tiffany anyway. I can't not. But we'll see. Again, I don't feel confident in that pick.
Greg, what are you thinking?
Charlotte 4-3 at Mania. Didn't compete last year. Lost the year before to Rhea Ripley. Had a return. We didn't know which direction she was going, but WWE puts together a good package. She gets the Rumble win. They got to keep this momentum going right now, and Tiff needs to chase through the summer. For that reason, Charlotte Flair on top. Kaiser DM.
Kaiser DMs, which by the way is a great title for shorts. It gets you views. Just in case anybody was wondering. I would love to see Tiffany get the win. A big win at WrestleMania over probably the greatest women's wrestler of all time. I think that would be awesome for her character. I tend to think what Greg just said is probably true, and Charlotte hasn't had a WrestleMania win in quite a while. And I just don't know what putting the title on her does right now. The fans hate her. There's no direction. I mean, I just don't know what they do. But
Do we get a Nia
Jax?
Jax return here? Help
it
Charlotte
could be
get the dub.
The dub. And you might be onto something there, Nick.
It's
I
Tiffany
had
Chase.
to punch back because Greg had a good idea on the last one.
You gotta punch back. I'm gonna go Flair, but like Nick said, it's funny. Nick was not confident in Tiffany. I'm not confident in the Flair pick, but we shall see. Now here's a match that I don't even know. I don't know what to talk about this match. This is the men's world title match, which would be this belt right here. I'm just gonna hold it throughout this whole segment. All right. This would be Gunther champion versus main event Jey Uso, which is funny because he's not even main eventing WrestleMania. So how we call it a main event Jey Uso still. But anyway, Greg, who do you got?
Yeah, two nights of Mania, two main events technically. He's not main eventing either. This comes down to when this match takes place. If they open the show with this match, which I highly think they will,
Really
this
shiny.
will be Jey Uso's match to get everyone hyped up for the rest of the night. If they open with it. But I don't know what's going on with Jey right now. He's so over. The story's picked up a little bit with like, hey, let's bloody the twin. But he's just, I don't even know what his promo was last night.
It was so all. It's like I'm
just
not
standing on
doing
the
the
top of the
thing. I'm
desk,
doing the
going
thing.
This far back, he's like,
Like
Yeah.
The promo was the definition of a half yeet.
Yeah,
Yes,
like what is that?
It was
Like
a yee.
you're not
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu. Don't give me a small gyration there.
Don't small rate.
I saw that bounce. You know what? No, this needs to stay with Gunther. So for that reason, Gunther wins, unless it's going to be the kickoff match. Unfortunately, then Jay will win. I don't want Jay to win yet. I like Jay. It's not his time. Gunther.
Okay.
We've
Nicholas?
talked about this a lot because of how high profile it is. And I got to stick with all of our previous conversations and go with Gunta as well.
I'm sticking with it. I don't see any way you can let Jey Uso win this match. I don't care if it
He
gets the
doesn't
crowd
even
pumped.
know what his character is.
No,
Like he's
nobody
so all
does.
over the place in that promo this week. So
I love a good entrance. It's one of the best things in wrestling to me is a good entrance. But you can't give this guy the championship based on a good entrance. I can't do it. So at least Daniel Bryan, back when everybody was yesing and everything, the guy was the best wrestler on the planet at the time. So at least he deserved the nod. I can't give Jay this title right now. I can't. As
Not
much as
yet.
I like him.
And I think I know we're doing our picks. It doesn't feel like this is his culminating moment for all the work they put into this guy. He needs another obstacle. And this hopefully is his last obstacle.
Wouldn't it be funny if instead of him beating Gunther, he ends up beating I don't know, The Rock or something. Somehow The Rock gets the title. Or just some even bigger
That's
that's I just can't.
You need to keep Gunther looking incredibly strong. And he lost that last year's Mania. He needs to get a win back for his Mania record. And two, while he's awesome, he's not high profile enough to make this, I think, meaningful enough for Jay.
I think you're right. I don't see how. I don't see any way we ever get to Jay beating somebody better, but we will find out about that, right?
We shall see.
Grudge match. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. Could this be the last of the tribal chief? CM Punk, who will have Paul Heyman in his corner, and Seth Rollins. Greg, where are you going?
Reigns can't win this. Reigns has had so many years on top, but I think we're looking at a storyline with Reigns coming out of Mania where he needs to, swim upstream and fight uphill on this. So he can't get the win. Can Punk get the win? Sure, but to me, I think the best story that you could have and the most intrigue coming out of it is with Rollins. So for that, let's go with Seth Rollins.
Okay.
it is a Punk or Rollins coin flip. It's tough to go against Rollins because of how strong he's looked lately. I don't know what the win does for Punk. He's still basically the top babyface, right? Except for Cody. So, and that doesn't change what if he loses. I hate agreeing with Greg on everything because he went first. I wish I went first. Then he'd be agreeing with me. But yeah, I think it's
true.
I'm gonna have to try and switch it. I'm gonna have to try and figure out what you guys are agree on and let you go first, Nick.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's agreed with me then.
Yes. Yes, exactly. I think we're gonna just round it out. I'm taking Seth as well. I don't see how Roman or Punk winning this match does anything for either one of them. Seth is the one that I think actually has somewhere to go with a win, and neither of the other guys do. I do feel bad for Punk, still not getting that big WrestleMania win, but
for belts doesn't matter,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just so wish that this was somehow meant something, but I guess we're gonna find out. That takes care of night one. Let's roll through night two real quick. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, which has Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day facing Bayley and Greg's most favorite wrestler of right now, Lyra Valkyria. Nick, who you got?
this Bailey and Lyra like forced tag team
Yeah.
that like and they get a Mania match here. I mean, if they're trying to take it off of Liv and Raquel and have them move on as the Judgment Day completely falls apart, this would facilitate that, I guess, a little bit. But I just don't want. I'd rather see Bailey and Lyra Valkyria fight again for the IC belt than be tag team champions.
That was a great match, by the way. We didn't hit
Yeah,
on
that was
that
the
on
best
this.
match she's had defending the
Yeah.
title because she was in there with somebody who's, really,
Right.
really good. So
Mhm.
I'm going with Liv and Raquel.
Okay. Greg, what are you thinking?
You know, I gotta agree with Nick on this, but my two
There it
cents
is.
my 2 cents is that the reason you do this is because Liv Morgan is a main event player on the women's side, and right now she has no belt to move towards. So you have to keep her in this tag position. And I think the tag team with her and Raquel is excellent. I think they're a great pairing. I think Raquel does very good work. And also, if you were watching Raw on Monday night, excellent ending. And I have to give some credit to Lyra on this for that creative finish with the reversing the Oblivion
Oh yeah.
by Lyra grabbing onto Bailey so that Liv couldn't pull it. Based on that alone, we got to go opposite momentum. Since Liv lost on Monday, Liv's going to win on Sunday. So, and to Nick's point, once again,
Wow.
I want to see Lyra and Bailey fight each other again. That was a great match. Turn that into a feud. It gives Lyra and Bailey some more direction rather than a tag run.
What they hinted at the end of that match too was Bailey maybe turning heel because she wouldn't shake her hand at first, and then obviously she came back in the ring and shook her hand. I wonder if that's just a little foreshadowing of anything. But with that said, I'm going to go with the Judgment Day. Maybe somehow Bailey or Lyra causes their team to lose, and maybe that does turn it into a match for the two of them somewhere down the road. But yeah, Judgment Day. Liv Morgan cannot lose right now. At least not in that match. Next match, Karrion Kross's favorite match of the night. He's got to insert himself into WrestleMania somehow, right? Him and Scarlett. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, which I just do not understand. Like, you have to win for the good of for the betterment of whatever. Like, I love Karrion Kross. I'm a big fan of, like, we said this a couple times now, of what he's been doing. Like, he's been awesome. And
Well, yeah,
they can't seem to find like a good road for him. And this might actually be it. They might have actually found it, and he's not even in the match. So, I mean,
he had a great match with AJ.
he did.
From Monday.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll just say it. I'm gonna go Logan Paul. I'd rather see AJ Styles win, to be honest. I don't want to see Logan Paul win. I just, not for any specific reason. I just don't care about him as much. And I'm a big AJ Styles guy, but I think Logan Paul wins.
It's a great heel. He just needs to wrestle more. I don't know. His contract is such that he barely has to show up, and he gets these high-profile matches. He can do his new finisher to AJ Styles, right? So he wins.
That's true. There you go. He's got to do it to somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg's actually thinking about this. That's a good point, Nick, though. That's a really good point.
He can't hit that thing on everybody, dude.
No, and he just debuted it, so he's got to go over with it, right?
Yeah.
it's a great looking.
It is a great move.
It's a great looking move.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll agree. I'll just stay agreeing with everyone right now. I wanted to break away. I wanted to be unique.
I'm going to go first. You're going to go first on the next one, and we'll see if we all agree with you.
Go on, Logan.
All right.
Going into the IC match, I'm guessing.
Yes, sir. Point. Yes, sir.
I mean, this is time to highlight Braun Breaker. He is your future. He is a beast like no other. As much as I love my man Penta, and he's got zero fear, it's Braun's time to win. Braun wins. And Dom needs to keep his WrestleMania losing streak going. So I think that's going to be something we continue to see over the years, and I love it. Is
What that Dom can never
opposite
win?
taker streak.
The
Yes,
opposite. That's a reverse taker.
yes, that's the
Wow.
reverse taker.
Wow.
That that's where you come out of a coffin, but your feet lift up first.
Or he pile drives somebody, but it's their feet that go down first, and it just doesn't even hurt
So
them.
they're just standing up.
Just like, ow, you dislocated my knee.
Yeah. That really hurt.
Yeah,
Bro.
but no, I think it has to be Braun. You gotta highlight your future on the biggest show of the year.
He does old school, except he puts them on the rope and they walk it, and then they just come down and hit him instead.
It's the same move.
But he's making them do it. Oh man, Nick, where are you going?
I'm so happy to disagree with Greg. Dominic
Oh.
Mysterio is the future, and you do get the Finn Dom breakup finally storyline out of him pinning Finn somehow. Braun can get the belt back next week. Everybody knows he's the man. But let's reward Mr. Dominic Mysterio with something.
Okay.
Although I
like-
didn't know about this other streak though. That's a great little nugget. That's a Greg nugget.
That's a Greg nugget of the week.
That's Greg's hot nug.
Okay. Sponsored by
EHN. Greg's hot nugs.
Who do you getting to sponsor you?
Dude wipes.
It's Hormel. Hormel's sponsor.
That's a good one. Hormel, you're getting free meat deliveries.
Maybe the general. Wait, give me the
with Shaq.
give me that.
I think you guys made a lot of good points about this match. I think Breaker, Braun, Steiner loses this match because he is going to move into the main event, I'm guessing, coming out of WrestleMania.
Not a lot of room up there, brother. Busy.
There is not a lot of room,
Yeah.
but man, they are pushing this guy, and I would say it's deserved. He has the look, he's got everything, but I see him losing this match, and it's tough for me to say, but I think they're going to go Penta. I know he's new, but
we had the chance to all of this pick somebody different, and we did. This is
did it.
This
How
is
about
the
that?
deciding. Whoever gets this one right,
Yeah,
is the true winner.
Probably. And
Yeah.
it's funny too because this match had you could make a very strong case for Finn Balor too to win this match.
No,
I think
no, sir, no, thank you.
I think all four of these guys have a chance to win. So
I think he does not.
you think so, huh?
Yeah.
We're going to find out, and then he's going to be the one that wins.
Balor.
Because nobody picked him. We have a Sin City street fight: Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Is this a callback to just him? Is he always in street fights, Damian Priest?
Well, he grew up on the streets,
Okay, so he's just always in them.
Yeah, I'm going to just. I don't even want to talk about it because it's a Priest.
Make it good.
I'm going Drew, and that's a wrap. Make Drew great again for next year. Okay, that's what I want.
He's gonna, before he hits the south of heaven through a table, he's gonna say, "Screw you, Breddick."
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he definitely will.
Listen, the street fight stipulation totally sold me. I was like, this is so boring. And then they're like Sin City street fight. I'm like, ooh, now you've piqued my interest.
Oh, peak.
Is there going to be some glass? Throw me at it. Let me see. Put Brennick through that.
Put me right through that thing. Yeah. Pasta night tables, very, very specifically set up.
Listen, Drew's been on the short end of the stick a lot over the past year to Damian, so for that reason, Drew has to win.
Drew.
And just because I like agreeing with Nick, I like when we're all on the same page.
Okay. Wow. Great. So the next match we have then, we only got 2 left, guys. This was a long slug here.
Ooh.
We have the WWE Women's World Title. which is the champion Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Mama,
Sky.
mommy.
Wait, no, she don't do that.
Imagine if she did. She just blatantly steals his taunt.
Just like Io Sky with it. And you're like,
And they're arguing at each other in Spanish and Japanese.
I already know what all of us are doing. How are we going against Bianca?
I know, because
it's Bianca by 1,000,000. Has to be Bianca. A WrestleMania record. What is it? I bet it's amazing. I'm looking it up right now.
Nick, who do you got? We can
I
come
was
back
gonna
to.
say Bianca. I feel like Rhea's kind of ran her course a little bit. She doesn't need it. Io's gotten to be the champion twice. She did hold the belt for a decent amount of time last time. Bianca is like, I feel like all of our picks are like, what's gonna do the thing that moves us forward in the best way, and picking her goes along with all of that. So
Bianca's 3-1. Bianca's now 4-1. It has to be.
I see, and I don't know why, but I see Jade Cargill interfering in this match and costing Bianca the win. Now, that does not push this to the title. Somehow, though, one of these two is going to get the title to turn this into a good feud. But I see Io Sky retaining.
nice.
Wow,
Brannick has the chance to
you went
pull
on Greg
ahead
on this. I like
heavy,
Yes.
heavy, with this.
Heavy. And then finally, the true main event of WrestleMania. Never mind this night one main event BS. We have the undisputed title, Mr. Cody Rhodes
Oh, he rolled the R too.
versus heel John Cena. Greg is off screen. I'm assuming he is going to give us wrestling has more than one royal family, maybe. But Nick, where are you going?
Cena,
I'm just making him wait there more.
I want to see Cena win. I want this to be his. I just don't want this retirement run to be pointless. I want it to mean something, and for it to for him to get this belt and hold it over everybody and be an effective heel and have this run be as meaningful as possible. He needs the belt right away.
I think there's a lot of sense to that.
Give me now. Instant gratification, baby.
Well,
Adrenaline in his pants.
Greg?
It's not who I want, but it's what's happening. Cody retains.
That's interesting.
I went with my heart, so I could very well lose.
I don't see how Cody retains.
This is
with the whole Rock stuff.
Like me, but Rock, and then the glass breaks, and my Dookie does too. What do we?
I don't know.
That's like the only thing. It's like another Avengers thing. They haven't set it up as much. I didn't know how to correctly articulate my excitement. So
I could tell
of a potential Austin show. So gonna break my Dookie, I guess, if the glass breaks. Yeah.
I don't know how you guys could even expect Cody to win when it's a possibility that Jeff Cobb is going to be part of the Rock's group. And that he's not going to come in and just tear this match up.
That's what's going to happen. It's Cody wins by DQ when Jeff Cobb debuts.
Imagine if this match just ended in disqualification. It's just like a total dud. After like 3 minutes.
It's a DQ because we're debuting Jeff Cobb.
Yeah. Jeff Cobb, man. This guy has WrestleMania lore like no other already.
Yep. He's gonna ruin the main event.
He's gonna ruin the main event. I'm taking John Cena. I don't see how Cody retains based on The Rock. Something's gonna happen, but maybe that's the swerve, is that somehow Cody overcomes everything again and retains.
I would love it if they had an Avengers moment. You got, some big return to combat The Rock showing up, and it's almost like history repeating itself from last year, but it doesn't work for Cody this time.
That would be good.
What if we go down that whole road, and this is your use of Randy Orton? Randy shows up, RKO's someone that plays into the finish.
Okay.
He doesn't want Cena to get
Think
another
about
one.
it.
He could go either way. He's,
He absolutely could go either way.
yeah.
What if he just interrupts every match with RKO's? Like even the women's matches, he's just coming in and just RKOing people.
It would get old, but I would be into it for like six matches, I think.
6 of the 13, we'd be okay.
Totally,
Like limit.
totally
6
just
matches
ruins.
that he can interfere
Totally just
with.
cancels out night one.
Yeah. That would be awesome, actually. All right. Before we end, because that's all the matches, guys. And
Oh my gosh.
that was good. I think we did a good job. We are going to be watching this together. So I think everybody out there should look at our Twitter to see what we're planning on doing. We've thrown a couple ideas out there. One way or another, you're going to hear from us on Saturday. It could be a live stream during WrestleMania, or it could be something after the show, or it could be both. I want everybody out there to pay attention to our Twitter and see what we're up to, because it's going to be good. And if we do live stream it, it's going to be funny.
Email us. We're lonely. Ask us questions.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be wrestling related. You could just see how my day's going.
Yeah,
You can just check it like you
just
used
check
to.
in on Greg. Like you used.
Yeah, you used to care.
Really quick, just a yes or no hot take. Does Stone Cold make an appearance on either night?
Yes.
Nick, I mean,
He has to. We missed him last year. Doesn't
Yes,
he
we
like
did
live
miss
in the area?
He lives in Vegas, driving his race car, whatever he does now.
He's like
That'd be a good
advertised
way
for
to
the
promote
weekend.
Stephanie's new show.
Oh,
Where-
Stephanie's Places. Just so everybody knows, too, I can't believe we forgot to do this. Stephanie McMahon did reach out to us about doing a Stephanie's Place with Schoolboy Roll Up. So we have to decide about whether or not we should do that.
Pretty
Which,
short episode considering we thought about this and then just started it pretty recently.
There's so much history, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is by far our longest episode, so hopefully everybody listens all the way. And if you made it this far, thank you for listening.
Jeff Cobb, we love you.
Jeff Cobb, we truly do love you, and we can't wait to see you interfere in the match.
In the main event.
Enjoy night one, everybody. We'll be seeing you soon.